world, and the United States is like shitty in comparison. That's really embarrassing.
Yeah, I just think
I'm embarrassed.
like I said, it's like
I'm
Bernie
embarrassed.
Sanders made it. It really did hurt his campaign. Like, I mean, I understand he had a point, but it's something that like a lot of Americans like just really like they always cringe.
Don't mention it. Yep. Yeah. So, like, as a communist,
especially
if I were to become the leader of the new American Communist Party, I would not mention, people like Castro and Guevara and like Lenin or Stalin. I would mention them. I'm sure I wouldn't mention them necessarily to mention. Like the good things they did, because I would automatically know that the general consensus towards those people are going to be so bad that like automatically that's going to like put a tick on my like it's going to tarnish my reputation, right? So I would be careful not to do so.
Well, I wouldn't say that about Che Guevara. I mean, he's been pretty popularized on Merch, which is kind of like the irony.
He did kill a lot of innocent folks.
Right, but my point is like, you know, you see him, you know, capitalize so much, which is kind of the irony of like him being the Marxist revolutionary in his faces.
He did good things. I'm just saying he did good things. I just think he just lost his way is really what happened.
Yeah, I don't know so much about Che Guevara. I mean, I did want to read.
He murdered a lot of innocent people, like civilians.
I mean, it's just like
that's true.
I will say, just in general, though, it's like. You know, it's interesting though. I really wish that picture though, when we're talking about Stalin, I wish that picture of FDR, Churchill, and Stalin that had aged better.
Well, I don't like it because FDR did want to usher in a form of socialism in the United States, without a doubt, right? He was pushing towards a type of state socialism, right? He was writing. What he called the Second Bill of Rights, which was going to be the Economic Bill of Rights, right? Where he thought that there was financial immorality in the capitalist system that the United States things I agree with 100% on, right? The United States tax code has been and it has always been in fact allowing for it is the United States has always been a plutocracy. It's always been stealing from the lower classes to get to the upper class, right? That's always been the case. So I agree with him on that, right? He was writing a bill of rights that essentially was about the equality, about the equity or the outcome of equality, equality of outcome rather than, you know, like the equity of opportunity, because that's what, you know, the capitalist wants to say is the real thing. Oh, you know, equality of outcome is the evil thing, right? And it's the equality of equity, right? The idea, the ability to essentially the equality of or the equity of ability, right? Which is what they think, right? So they think like, well, everyone has the possibility of laterally. Equality of opportunity, right? I'm sorry, I said that right the first time. I couldn't get out the second time. Equality of opportunity. They believe that, right? That capitalism allows for all people to essentially move unilaterally up, right? And that's just not true, right? Like so, and they demonize equality of outcome, right? I want equality of outcome. I'm a communist.
Well, it's so loaded because the thing is that it assumes that simply that everybody will have the same. That capitalism will give everybody the necessary
same equal chances
to have but the problem is that if you don't have any money, essentially, it's like, do you have the same opportunity as everyone else where money or having the pursuit to become more successful requires
if you've had a country that has purposely had laws that make you into second-class citizens, so you're black people in the South, and you're incapable, you haven't had the ability to gain generational wealth, because that's really what movement is in the United States and in the type of capitalism we have, is a gaining of generational wealth, right? So if you're in a situation where you're a black person and the laws are actually made to prevent you from gaining generational wealth, and on top of that, you've had less time to acquire generational wealth because you were a slave, yes, automatically you're talking about a two-tiered system. Now, if you're poor, right, if you just come from a poor white family